know I'm about to graduate college, which is weird and kind of a surreal experience. College has been kind of a surreal experience on the whole. It hasn't really been valuable for me in the academic sense because I, as a hobbyist, kind of learn things on my own a lot of the time. It's really been mainly about the people. And, you know, the people that I've met, and the professors, and the students alike, my snuggle friends, and I don't know, it's just been a crazy, crazy year. I started vlogging over a year ago, after I had broken up with my girlfriend. Thank God I finally did that. It was just sort of like a welcome change in my life. And I know I don't really, like, talk about personal stuff a lot. Like, I kind of talk about topics that interest me, or stuff that's in the news, or pornography, because that's hilarious. I've been applying for jobs, because, you know, that's what you do. I got an interview over Skype with this one company in California, and they liked me well enough that I am getting flown out to California to do an in-person interview next week. I mean, the prospect of living in California is simultaneously really cool and really frightening, because I don't want to leave my friends or my family. I don't want to live in an urban environment. I don't want to live in San Francisco where it is. I will if I'm offered the job, but it's gonna take a lot of adjusting, and, you know, I'll continue vlogging and, you know, chronicling my experiences with that. But the job specifically, I don't know how much I can really say, is working on a compiler, essentially translating programs from one programming language into another. And the project is written in Haskell, which is a language that is mostly used for academic purposes, really. And if I were to get this job, it would be one of, fuck, like 100 Haskell jobs in the country, or the world. I have no idea. It's like, it's not really a widely used thing. So the thought of being able to work with that, something that, you know, I've been working with for the past year as part of my own research and just learning on my own, you know, that would be really cool. I'm sorry I'm rambling. I didn't really come into this knowing what I was going to talk about. If you want me to do more talking about porn and shit, I'm doing that next video, so hooray, yay. Like, I love YouTube, and I love making videos on YouTube. I just don't really know what I'm doing with it. I've never known what I'm doing with it. I just kind of do stuff, and sometimes people like it, and sometimes people don't like it. You know, I mean, you tolerate my music. I mean, I'm a significantly better singer than songwriter. Because I didn't want to deal with copyright issues, I said, okay, I'm just gonna do originals, I'm just gonna do original music so I can practice my songwriting and get better at that. And it really hasn't worked out too well. I'm good at writing certain kinds of music. I'm not good at writing the kinds of music that I like to perform. So, you know, maybe it's time to start another channel. Why ever not sing or whatever, and do covers and see where that goes, because I feel like I'm not really exercising my full potential as a singer, or a vocalist, or even a voice actor, if that's something I'd like to do, because I have no idea how to get into that. Fuck, voice acting, yeah, why not? If you're fucking Seth MacFarlane, and you're a brilliant imitator and a great animator, and you just get your lucky break. He was working at, like, Hanna-Barbera, and someone at Fox was like, hey, we'll give you like a $5,000 to make a show, or I have no, it was some absurdly low number, and he, you know, he did it, and there you go, there's Family Guy, and, you know, the spin-offs, there's the Cleveland Show, which, let's be honest, it sucks, and then there's American Dad, which is awesome, and, you know, whatever. I don't have that, you know, I'm not a brilliant animator. I'm not a brilliant imitator. I just have a, hello, I'm on the radio voice, and that, whatever, like, fuck, that 1,000 people I know, no, that's not true, I don't know 1,000 people, but a lot of people have a voice like that, and they could do voice acting or radio or whatever if they wanted, but, I don't know, how many people can get into that, how many people have that opportunity. I've been reading a lot of comics lately, and comics are something that's really important to me, which is odd because I didn't really grow up reading comics. It's something that I discovered more recently, you know, while I've been in college, while I was in high school. Webcomics are just an excellent medium. There's so much you can do with sequential art, and I think it's the foundation of everything we do, interactive media, is based on that. Text and pictures, it's sort of riding the line between literature and visual art. It sort of occupies this unique twilight zone of storytelling media. That's just really fucking cool. So I mean, I've read a couple of comics recently. I'll link you to one of them. It's a really interesting story. For about the first half, you don't see where it's going at all. There's an epic fucking twist, and the rest of it just resolves everything, and you realize that the whole thing was planned from the beginning, more or less, and just mind blown. I mean, it has its flaws, but it's a pretty good story, so I recommend reading it. The link is in the what's it. But yeah, I don't know if I should go to California. Change is sort of an inevitable part of life, and because of that, you know, if you're going to vlog, you kind of have to add that personal note. Yeah, this is what is going on in my life, and sometimes it's gonna be awesome, and sometimes it's gonna suck. A lot of YouTubers would have you believe that they're angry people because, you know, they use YouTube to vent their frustrations, or they're completely happy people because they use YouTube to, you know, make themselves feel better about themselves by getting themselves pumped up, and, you know, I'm gonna make a happy, cheery video. I like teaching, I guess. I don't really know what I'd like to do, but I mean, the majority of my videos tend to be, I'm telling you stuff that I found out that I thought was cool, or interesting, or whatever. And, you know, I may not present it in the most fun way, but I don't know, I just try to do my best to brighten your day and, you know, make you think deeply about something that you may not otherwise have thought about at all. And who knows where I'll be in 2 weeks, or 2 months, or 2 years, or 20 years. I don't know, and I'll probably still just, you know, make videos, because why not, right? I wanted to point a camera at myself and see what happened, and hopefully it's more interesting than the last time I did this. Let's be honest, I've gotten better over the course of this. It's like 1:30, a couple o'clock in the morning. That's why I always say have a nice whatever, because I don't know when the hell you're gonna watch my videos. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, have a nice whatever.